is your former Rampage, also from Chicago, number 13, Rampage. He's a midfielder from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, number 16, Sam Guernsey. From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, he's a forward, number 20, Tony Wall. He's a defender, number 21, from Mexico, Edwin Rojas. He's a midfielder from Boston, number 23, Mohamed Ganawi. Making his Rampage debut from England, number 19, midfielder Alex Bradley. He's from South Africa, also your Rampage head coach, number 28, Jonathan Greenfield. From Mexico, he's a forward, number 77, Osvaldo Rojas. He's a defender, number 88, from Chicago, Vivo Arriaga. Also from Chicago, a defender, number 89, Yoshio Danilo. Your Rampage head coach is Jonathan Greenfield. He's assisted by Pablo. Team athletic trainer for Progressive Rehabilitation Associates is Scott Tomo. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and honor America. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the U.S. Cellular Field here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Come to you live here for some Rampage soccer. We have the visiting team, the St. Louis Ambush, against your Cedar Rapids Rampage. The Rampage 1-3 overall, 1-0 at home, 0-3 on the road. The Ambush 0-3 overall. (0-2) at home, 0-1 away. This is the first of 4 matches that these two teams will meet up. We'll get these going here in just a bit, folks. Hang tight, trying to get the lineups here for you. And the lineups are in. The lineups goes as follows. My name is Baltasar Mosqueda. I'll be your commentator for today. Lineup for the away team for the ambush. Number 3, Robert Acosta. Number 10, Lucas Almeida. Number 15, Victor Franz. Number 92, George Gibson. Number 79, Everton. Number 17, Pablo Nascimento. And the shot and the goal! And goal! Cedar Rapids! Briefly being interrupted there by the beautiful goal scored by the Rampage. Lineup for the Rampage goes as follows. Number 3, Gordy Gerson. Number 12, from Brazil, Pablo da Silva. Number 13, Brett Petterchuk. Number 23, Mohamed Kinaway. Number 77, Osvaldo Rojas. Number 89, Yoshio Sandoval. Once again, folks, it's a great day to be here at the U.S. Cellular Field in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Beautiful day for some soccer outside. Temperature right now is about 58 degrees. Beautiful day to come out here to the cell. Official says foul on the play. We got a foul call. It's going to be a Rampage ball. Trying to see who got the goal. I believe it's going to be number 77, Osvaldo Rojas. I'll confirm with you in just a bit. With about 13:20, the clock is stopped. Beautiful shot there, deflected off. Back line, controls, back to the keeper. The 1-2s, beautifully done there. Onto the wing. Beautifully done there. Great defensive work there by the Rampage. Foul! Yes, sir, we got a foul to play. Official says it's a Rampage ball. Da Silva on the ball, bangs in the back line, all the way to the keeper. Back to Petterchuk. Back to Petterchuk. 1-2s with Gerson. Da Silva. Gerson. Gerson on the left-hand side. He's going to take it inside. No, he does. Cuts back. Nice one. Gerson still on the ball. Lost it by the ambush. Foul. Official says no call. Play on. The shot. Nice save there by the keeper. The ambusher looking to equalize here. Beautifully done there by the ambush. Rojas. Inside the middle. Inside the shot. Inside the shot. Inside the shot. No shot. Playing to the back to Rojas. Rojas all the way to the back line. It's going to be to Kinaway. Da Silva. Back to the right side. Back to Da Silva. Da Silva makes it good. Gerson. No, excuse me, correction on that one. Once again, thank you for joining us here on YouTube for some Major Arena Soccer League action here on a beautiful Sunday in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Da Silva controlling in the back line. Back to Guernsey. Back to Rojas. Rojas going to play back to Sandoval. Gerson. Petric. Rampage are looking for the openings. The Ambush are definitely putting a great defensive work here. Excuse me, my apologies. Great attacking. Trying to create the counter attack here. Back to Gerson. Back to the keeper. Keeper on the 1-2s looking for the options. Official says, excuse me, it looks like there might be a call here. Yes, sir. It looks like there might be a foul. Not quite sure what the call was, but the official has the final word. Bobby Gerson on the ball. Ambush on the attack. Player goes down. Number 9 for the Ambush. Stefan San Luis gets dropped. Official says no foul, no call. Rampage on the attack. Rampage on the shot. Deflected off of a player off a heel kick. Looks like there's a handball. Yes, sir. We got a handball. Looks like we have a call here. Looks like it might have been inside the box. We'll get the final decision here by the official. Blue card issued on the field. Blue card issued for the Ambush. Looks like the Rampage are on a power play. Let's see final words here by the officials. Having some final conversation, my friend. Let's play on. We want to watch some soccer here today. Yes, sir. Looks like it's going to be a penalty inside. Looks like it's going to be number 3 for the Rampage, Gordy Gerson. Official gives the final instructions to the keeper. Decent crowd here for Cedar Rapids today. Not a bad day for some soccer. Gerson on the windup. Gerson on the kick. On the kick. Beautifully done there by the Ambush keeper. .21 for the Rampage on the ball now. Rojas. Back to Da Silva. Da Silva on the ball. Nicely done. Nicely distributed. Rojas. Da Silva. Da Silva back to the right-hand side, looking for the option, looking for the option. He goes back to Da Silva. Da Silva inside. No. We're back to the right-hand side. They like to tiki-taki, papia, papa. No, 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 no. That's not how we do it. We got to keep it simple, gentlemen. We have to keep it very simple here today. Keeper swings it all the way back to Da Silva. Ambush on the pressure. Back to the keeper. 1-2s to Rojas. Rojas looking for the options. Back to Da Silva. Back to the right-hand side. Gentlemen, we tried this play before, and it didn't work out. Back to Da Silva. Back to the right side. Back to Da Silva. Inside. The shot. Up top. Right side. The shot. Deflected off of a defender. Back to the right-hand side. Quickly inside. Looks like that was going to be number 16, I believe, Sam Guernsey. Back to Da Silva. Back to Rojas. Rojas on the 1-2s on the left-hand side. Back to Da Silva. Da Silva looking for the options, looking for the gaps. Back to Rojas. Da Silva. The 1-2s with Da Silva. It looks like there was a handball. Yes, sir. The goal is not counted. Official signal. We have a foul, which was the handball, actually. Handball on the previous play. It's going to be an ambush ball. Once again, I want to welcome everybody here to the Cell, U.S. Cellular, that is here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Once again, I am Baltasar Mosqueda, commentating here for the Rampage today. It's a pleasure to be here in Cedar Rapids, native from Chicago, actually. Back to the action here at Da Silva. Back to Rojas. Rojas asking for the ball back to Da Silva. Da Silva, right side. The shot deflected, goes up top. Ambush trying to clear it, but who's going to recover? Rojas on the shot. The shot, goal! Rampage! Goal scorer for the Rampage. Looks like it's going to be number 12 from Brazil, Pablo da Silva. That makes it 2-0 early in the first period with 8:18 left on the clock. Quick little timeout here for both teams. As we take here a little time for a little bit of a water break, a little bit of time to converse with both of these teams. The Rampage aren't looking so good, folks. The Rampage aren't looking so good. As I mentioned, I believe they're 1-0 at home. They have not been having a good start to the campaign. Yes, that's right. It's 1-0 at home, 0-3 on the road. Today is the fourth game of the season for the Ambush and the fifth for the Rampage. That is the first of four, as I mentioned in the beginning. Rampage are looking very good right now, but of course it's very early in the matchup. Play resumes here, back to the back line, all the way to the keeper. Peter had a little miscommunication. Ambush on the shot, deflected there by the Rampage player. I believe it was number 88. Fibo Arriaga. Official says foul, quickly played there. It's going to be an ambush ball on the 1-2s. Head coach Everton on the field. Stolen by the Rampage. We had a foul on the previous play. Looks like there was a little bit of a heavy touch there for the Rampage player. We do have a player on the ground. We'll see who is on the ground. It looks like it's going to be number 21, Edwin Rojas. Edwin Rojas got touched up there. Play resumes here. Ball is on the left-hand side. The shot. The goal! The goal! Rampage! Majestic goal for the Rampage. Number 3, Gordy Gerson. Making it 3-0 in the first period. Looks like the Rampage have the confidence to get another home win in front of this Cedar Rapids crowd. A little bit of miscommunication in the back lines with Sandoval playing it back to the keeper. Ambush on the attempted counter. Ball's going to go out of play. It's going to be an ambush ball. Ambush looking for the counter. Looking to play short. Playing to the back line to Everton. Everton on the way to the back line to its keeper. 1-2s with the keeper. 1-2s with the ambush. Ambush back to the keeper. Let's see what they can do. Ambush on the 1-2s. Back to France. Can't see because I'm behind the wall. Well, let's play on. Rampage. Sandoval. Sandoval gets a foul. Yes, sir. We got a foul on the play. Ambush on the attack. Ambush inside, inside, inside. No shot. Excuse me, there was a shot. I'm getting a little tired here, and it's only the first period. Ambush headed out wide. Looks like the Rampage tried to clear it, but it was cleared way outside.
Let's get our defense up there at the top of the yard. Defense.
Everton on the ball. Everton on the shot. Blocked there by the Rampage. Onto the back line. All the way back to the keeper. Keeper can't sit.
That's amazing.
Sam Guernsey on the attempt. Rampage on the attempted counter. They're going to play it all the way to the back line, back to the keeper. Keeper on the through ball. Beautifully done there. A little bit of miscommunication there with the keeper in number 77, Rojas. Ambush looking for the options now. Jair Gibson on the attempted shot. Everton couldn't quite get it. Ambush still on the ball. Ambush on the shot. Beautifully done there by the ambush. Da Silva getting pressured by Gibson. Forces the Rampage to clear the ball. Rampage wanted a foul. They said, no, sir. Up on your feet. Ball goes out of bounds. Almost hits a fan. But looks like her beer is saved. Rampage on the counter. Looks like there's a push behind the back. No foul, no call. Official says play on. Rampage on the shot. deflected off a defender. Looks like it was number 21, Edwin Rojas. Rampage on the counter. Rampage on the 2v1. 2v1.
Defense, ladies and gentlemen, can they do that in our house?
Nicely done there by the keeper. Official says, it looks like we have a foul. Yes, sir, we got a foul. And it looks like it's going to be an ambush ball. It looks like we have another call on the play, and it's going to be another ambush ball. It is another homecoming here for head coach of the ambush, Everton Moreira, former player of the Cedar Rapids Rampage, and now leading the ambush to a possible victory here in Cedar Rapids. Let's see if they can shape up again. Looks like the ambush wanted a foul inside the box. The official says, no, sir, I'm closer, and I'm not going to give it to you. It's going to be a Rampage ball. It's going to be number 8 for the ambush. Vladimir Kozokov, who wanted the call. Da Silva. Official says, looks like we got a foul on the play. Looks like it might have been a pull behind the back. Yes, sir, he's signaling pull behind the back of the shirt. And it's going to be an ambush ball. Everton on the ball. Everton looking for the options. Official counts down. Gibson, Trayson knock it down. A little bit uncomfortable for him, but it's going to be an ambush ball off a deflection of a Rampage. Asking for about 5-10 yards back, give or take. Everton on the shot. Ball goes all the way off a deflection by the keeper.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for your goaltender, Brett Patricia.
Nicely done there by the keeper. Everton on the shot. Down low. Couldn't quite get it. Ambush on the ball. Ambush inside. Nicely done there by Da Silva. Da Silva on the counterattack now, looking for the options. He's going to play it back all the way to who? Sandoval. Sandoval is going to play it back all the way to number 16, Guernsey. Gerson couldn't quite get it. Sandoval on the ball. 1-2s with Rojas. Rojas back to Guernsey. Guernsey tried to cut back, couldn't quite get it. Ambush on the counterattack now. Nice through ball there. 1-2s. Nicely done there by the keeper. Keeper's having a pretty good game today. Ambush on the attempted shot inside of the box. Number 11 for the ambush. Richard Sherman on the attempt. Looks like the Rampage wanted a foul. Official says no foul, no call. Play on. Everton on the ball now. Everton inside. A little bit of a push there inside Rampage territory now. Going to force him back. Official says looks like there's an injury on the field. Calls for the trainers. A little bit of a delay here with the injury on the field. Well, once again, I would like to give a special shout out to all of our viewers near and far here in Iowa, in Chicago, Kansas City, St. Louis, Looking at the standings for the league, we're looking at the Central Division, Milwaukee, Kansas, Cedar Rapids, and St. Louis. Milwaukee having a perfect record of 4-0. Kansas City 1-1. Cedar Rapids 1-3. St. Louis 0-3. In the Eastern Division, Florida, Baltimore, Harrisburg, and Syracuse. Florida 3-1. Baltimore 2-1. Harrisburg 2-1, and Syracuse 1-3. Back to the action here, playing quickly there to Everton, who plays it onto the backside. Hurwitz. Bobby Hurwitz gets dropped, and it's going to be a card. No card, but there is a foul on the play. Looks like Bobby Hurwitz will be okay. Looks like he got a little touched up there on the ankle. Back to the keeper. Rampage on the counter, looking for the spaces. Back to Da Silva. 1-2s. Da Silva couldn't connect. Ambush on the counter. Lost it. Rampage on the ball now. Rampage inside. Shot in the goal! Rampage! Looks like it might have been number 20, Tony Walls, on the goal. We'll confirm in just a bit. Ambush on the counter now. Gibson on the header. Ambush looking around. Gibson turns around off the wall. Ambush, free shot. Acosta couldn't quite connect. Inside and the shot in the goal! Ambush! The ambush with the through ball inside the box. Looks like it's going to be number 92. Cedar Gibson on the goal, making it 4-1 with 20 seconds left in the first period of play. Everton on the ball. Everton tries to make a connection with his players. Couldn't quite get it, unfortunately. And that's the horn, which means we retired the side for the first period. For the first period, Rampage 4, Ambush 1. First, I would like to apologize. Voice is a little bit hoarse, coming down with a little bit of a cold. Trying to get over it, but we'll see. We'll try to make it work for the folks at home. So I do apologize if it's a little bit hoarse or if it sounds a little bit weird. Also for the video, we do apologize, but we are working to make the experience a little bit better here for our viewers. From my understanding, we will be getting some updates on some of our equipment, but we are working with what we got. But we thank you for your support. And we can.
Let's throw it down to the program at this point. Realtors have the most accurate local data. No one has more expertise and experience than a realtor. They know what is most important when finding a home. So when buying or selling a home, remember to use a professional. Use a realtor. Member of the Cedar Rapids Association of Realtors.
It is a privilege to be here in Cedar Rapids. This is, I believe, the second time announcing for the Rampage. First time was actually, my apologies, I'm going to correct myself there. It is the first time live announcing for the Rampage here at home. Second time overall here in this stadium. Had the first time for the privilege for Radio Zeta over in, I believe, in Tama, for the U.S.-Mexico match a few months ago. That definitely was an experience I would never forget. As I mentioned before, my name is Baltasar Bosqueda. Come to you from Chicago. Just drove up today from Chicago for this special occasion, of course. Great matchup here today. A little bit of my background. Well, I've been in broadcasting and announcing for about 10 years now. May not be the best, but I give it my all.
This quarter of Cedar Rapids Rampage Soccer is brought to you by Citywide Cleaners. Cedar Rapids, are you ready for some soccer? Get it loud in here, Cedar Rapids!
And we kick off for the second period. Everton on a header. Ambush on a quick counter. Close call there for the Rampage. Looks like the official says that there needs to be the clock put into play. We're going to have a quick timeout here. Officials time in just a bit. And play resumes. Back to the keeper. Keeper pops it all the way up inside the box off a header. And it's going to go over the top, and it's going to be a Rampage ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's your goalkeeper, but he's got quite an arm. Breakfast Richard.
Nicely done there for the Rampage. Gerson on the ball. Gerson controls. Back to Rojas. Rojas. Look, there's a little bit of a fight here for the ball. Back to the keeper. Everton on the pressure. Nicely done there by Everton. Ambush on the ball now. Looks like it's going to be number 21. Rojas playing all the way back to the keeper. Nice heel kick there by the Rampage. Off the wall. Rampage inside. And a goal! Goal scored for the Rampage, number 20, Tony Walls, making it 5-1 here in Cedar Rapids.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the Rampage score a goal, we have $1 off domestic draft beer for 3 minutes. Give it up for Tony Walls! Do we want another one, Cedar Rapids?
Rampage once again on the counter. Walls got a little bit of excited there on the ball. He popped it all the way up, and it's going to be an ambush ball. Official on the ball, plays it toward the keeper. Play resumes, countdown goes. Tries to play it up top, countered. It's going to be deflected by a Rampage defender. Keeper pops it up. Ambush on the attack now. The ambusher looking for the options, but the Rampage are shutting him down, closing the gaps. Ambush looking for the possibility of getting another goal off the knee. Keeper and player go up, and it's going to be officials' time. Yes, sir. Looks like it's going to be a foul. Looks like it would have made a contact head-to-head on the jump. Official calls in for the trainer. Trainers are having a couple words with the keeper, hoping to make sure he's okay. He is up. Looks like he might have gotten knocked out just a little bit, but looks like he's good to go. Yes, sir. He's going to be good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Brett Nutrition, your goalkeeper.
Decent crowd here in Cedar Rapids. I will say this, I do wish a little bit more of the crowd would be engaged. It is a little bit unusual for me, at least in my part, when it comes to indoor soccer. I typically announce outside matches in a college level. Actually, a college here in Iowa. Everton on the 1-2s with the keeper. Ambush connecting. Ambush on the attack now inside the midfield. Ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a Rampage ball. A Rampage on the back line. Keeper popped it up off the wall. Looks like there could be a foul there. Hands on his back. Sir, please protect the players. Rampage on the back line, looking for the options, looking for the open spaces. Nice through ball there to Rojas. Rojas couldn't quite get it. Everton there. For a little bit of a disturbance. Rampage looking to close off once again. Everton off the wall. All the way to Gibson. Everton once again on the ball. Looking for the options. Everton lost it. Rampage on the ball. Rojas on the ball. Rojas on the heel kick. Open shot. Rojas to Rojas. 21 for the Rampage. Bobby Hurwitz looking for the option. He's going to be playing it all the way to the back. A line change. Looks like Da Silva's back into play. Hurwitz on the shot. Official says, looks like it just hit off the wall. Looked like a goal to me from my end. Once again, I would like to welcome everybody here to our broadcast live from YouTube. Rampage on the back line. Rampage lost the ball. Ambush on the attempt, but it looks like it's going to be deflected off the keeper.
And by the way, Latina has been voted the best night center restaurant in the area for the last 2 years. Join us for our happy hour, our late happy hour, where good drink specials are always offered. Ladies and gentlemen, your Cedar Rapids Rampage have been lights out.
Looks like it's going to be an official's time.
Give it up for your Cedar Rapids Rampage.
Clock is stopped. 9:32 on the clock. Second period of 5-1 is the score here in Cedar Rapids.
When it comes to managing IT networks, Marco's technology experts are the Rampage of IT. Marco's managed IT services provide game-changing support to your business.
Looking at the Rampage record, it looks like the last 4 matches of the Rampage have been 3 losses and 1 win. Last win was against the Harrisburg Heat, winning 8-6. Looking for the ambush results here. It looks like starting from November 4th to the date, 0-3, losing the last time in St. Louis against Harrisburg on November 19th. 4-3 was the final. And their opener was 10-8 back on November 4th. Once again, want to welcome all of our viewers near and far. Once again, all of our viewers near and far. Chicago, Kansas City, Florida, Baltimore, Syracuse, Monterrey, San Diego, Milwaukee, a little bit of my thoughts here on the Rampage. The Rampage have struggled just a little bit here in the beginning of the season. Yes, 0-3 on the road. Yes, they have won only one home match. Could be a possible second one today. But it's still early in the season. Still very early in the season. The Rampage did win over in the summer league, if I'm not mistaken. Very early. Looking around the Pacific Division, we're looking at San Diego, Tacoma. Shout out to everybody in Tacoma, Ontario, and Turlock. We're looking at San Diego 4-0, Tacoma 2-2, Ontario 2-2 as well, and Turlock 0-4. Turlock's not looking so good. Talking a little bit about the ambush now. Looks like Coach Everton, aside from being a player, actually filled the same role as he's doing with the ambush with the Rampage last season. Played with the team the last 2 seasons. The ambush keeper, the goalkeeper coach, Mark Litton, and his assistant coach, Tony Shelby, held the same positions as the Rampage. So it is a big homecoming match here for both of these sides. Great rivalry that they're having. It looks like we're looking at the officials for this timeout. It looks like there must be something.
We're just getting ready to crank back up here, fans.
It looks like there must be some talks with the owner of the Rampage, but it looks like a couple of the lights have gone out, if I'm not mistaken. They're looking up at the ceiling. The only thing I can see up in the ceiling is probably some of the lights have gone out.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 things. Steak, nachos. It doesn't get any better than that. And right now, Taco Bell has the double XL steak.
They're trying to see if play can continue. The officials are conversing with what I believe is the owner of the Rampage. I mean, from my angle, we can play with, I believe, which will be the center lights. I see no problem with that, but of course, I do not have the final word here. Looking at some of the league leaders here for the MASL. Looks like Milwaukee. One of the Milwaukee players have 10 goals to his name. San Diego also with 10. And Cristian Gutierrez from El Paso with 9. Officials are talking to the captain, Pablo da Silva.
Rampage fans, while we're waiting, let's give the Cedar Rapids welcome back to St. Louis Ambush defender number 3, Robert Acosta.
We do apologize for the inconvenience here, folks. Something we weren't prepared. We weren't prepared for, but it looks like the officials have the final decision.
The loudest fans in the league.
And it looks like we will be able to play. Looks like the lights are coming back on as we speak.
We're ready to start back up, Rampage fans. The ambush habit at the top of the arc. We're going to need some defense.
We try to accommodate everybody here as we can. Once again, we do apologize from everybody here on behalf of the Cedar Rapids Rampage and the U.S. Cellular Field. Play resumes here with Everton on the shot, deflected off a defender. Ambush on the attack. Rampage player gets dropped, and it's going to be a foul. Yes, sir, we got a foul. Number 33 for the ambush. Looks like it's going to be Jao Pepe gets the call. On the counterattack now, Rampage on the ball. A nice 1-2s inside the box. Couldn't quite connect there. Ball off the wall. Da Silva steals it. Back to Walls. Couldn't quite get it. Da Silva tries to counter, but the ambush is in possession. Nice through ball there by the ambush. Up top, beautifully done there by the keeper. Everton on the ball now. Plays it short to his keeper. Everton playing very comfortably in the back right now. A little bit of a struggle there from the keeper. Looks like he got pressured. Two players go down. Official says no foul, no call, play on. Ambush on the counter now, lost it. Regained once again. Everton plays it to France. Through ball. Keeper very comfortably caught there. Keeper looks in great form today. Rojas double teamed, looking for the options, looking for the gap. It's going to force him to play back on the shot. Fingertips on the shot. Nicely done there. Shot by number 2, Bales. Rojas. No foul. Beautifully done there. Bales forcing it all the way to the back. Rojas. Bales. Back to the keeper. Rojas to Rojas. Leaves it to Bales. A little bit of miscommunication there with Sam Guernsey. Rojas, Bales, Guernsey. Rojas inside. 2 Rojas here for the Rampage. Played short. Ambush on the pressure. Back to Bobby Hurwitz, who just checked in. Bobby Hurwitz on the ball. Bobby Hurwitz on the shot. Couldn't quite get it, but not a problem for the ambush keeper, Paulo Nascimento.
Get up out of your seat, Cedar Rapids, and jump around.
Ambush on the attack now. Nestor Hernandez couldn't quite get it. 2 big men up top. Gibson on the ball. Rambush are looking for a deflection on the play. Coach Everton was calling it, and he said, no, sir. It's going to be a Rampage. Rampage ball. A lineup change here for both teams. Getting some fresh legs into play. Walls couldn't get it. Decent idea, though. Gentlemen, we have to play on the ground. We have to find feet. Keeper on the attempted shot, just wide. Official signal, we got a foul on the play. It looks like it's going to be Da Silva who gets dropped inside his own territory, and it's going to be a Rampage ball. About 5:25 remaining in the second period here in Cedar Rapids. 5-1 is the score. All the way up top to Rojas. Rojas gets pressured by who? Number 79, Everton. Deflected off Everton. 1-2s with the keeper, 1-2s with Everton. Everton tries to connect with one of his players, couldn't quite get it. Ambush looking for a foul, no call. Nicely done there. Open net. Nicely done there by the Ambush. Looks like number 19 wanted a foul for the Rampage. Official says, no, sir. Up on your feet and let's play some soccer. Da Silva on the ball, forcing him all the way to the back. He's going to get forced to play all the way to his keeper, but Everton is there for the garbage. Everton on the ball. Everton looking for the shot. Off the wall. Keeper with the ball. Both teams are looking for the opportunities. They're looking for the spaces. A little bit too much touching, in my opinion. I think they need to take a little bit more shots outside of the area. It's great that they're touching. It's great that they're passing. Yes, of course, I'm not going to argue that. Not whatsoever. But they need to start shooting a little bit more. They need to start shooting towards the net on target, of course. And it looks like it's going to be a goal. It looks like it's going to be number 3, Gordy Gerson. Another goal here for the Rampage, making it 6. Second one of the night for for Gordy Gerson. Almost mixing them up there. Second one of the night. .348 remaining on the clock. 3:48 remaining on the clock in the second period. 6-1 Ambush. Not looking so good here. Ambush looking for the options. Rampage are not allowing them. Gibson on the attempt. Very dangerous there by the Rampage player. The shot by Bales. Very out wide. Not a good shot. Looks like we will have a little bit of a time stoppage here. Looks like one of the balls have rolled out back into the action. Everton on the ball. Everton looking for his options, telling his men to get out and move around. Yes, sir, we do have a foul on the play. It's going to be number 9 getting dropped for the Ambush. Stefan San Luis. Ambush on the attack. Ambush looking for their second one of the night, but denied once again for the Rampage. Rampage on the counterattack now. Nice through ball. Looks like there's a possible handball there on the rebound. Official says no, sir, play on. Back to the keeper. Bobby Hurts Rojas. Back to the keeper. Long ball from keeper to keeper. Close call there. Ambush looking for the options, looking for the possibilities to get their second one. Everton on the ball. Everton gets double teamed by Rampage, leaving an open player for the shot. Number 10 for the ambush on the attempt, Lucas Almeida. The Brazilian couldn't quite connect. Hoping everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know I did back in Chicago. Christmas is just around the corner. Hopefully everybody did their Black Friday shopping this past week, I should say. Didn't have the opportunity to shop, but hopefully we can do that real soon. Bobby Hurts on the ball, nicely done there, nicely stolen away. Bobby Hurts gets dropped. Yes, sir, we do have a foul. Another nice save there by the Rampage keeper. 2 changes for the Rampage. Looks like Sam Guernsey back into the action. One-twos with the keeper for the ambush. Keeper looking for the options, looking for the opportunities. Back to Everton. 11 on the shot for the ambush. Richard. The officials haven't been doing such a bad job today. I actually recognize a few of these officials from the college level matches. A few recognizable faces. Always nice to see officials doing their best on the pitch. Gibson there for possible deflection. No, but it's going to be the Cedar playing to Bobby Hurts. The score is 6-1. 6-1 with about 40 seconds left in the second period. 6-1. Rampage up by 5. Back to the back line. Keeper looks to be very pressured. Rojas on the ball. Back to Bobby Hurts. Hurts gives it to Gernson. Gordy on the ball. Back to Hurts. Ambush are defending with everything they have. And a goal! Beautiful goal there by Rampage player number 89, Yoshio Sandoval, I believe. We'll confirm that in just a bit. I did see an 8 in the back. It should be 88 or 89. We'll confirm here in just a bit. Yes, sir, that is number 89, Yoshio Sandoval on the goal, making it 7-1 with 10 seconds left in the second period. Beautiful shot there by Sandoval. And with the horn, that means it is halftime. It is the end of period number 2. 7-1 is the score. The Rampage up by 6. I wish I could see that replay because it was a majestic goal. I will agree with one of our viewers. The ambush, unfortunately, are getting ambushed here today. There's still a lot of time here for the ambush to come back. I have seen this before where the Rampage have a comfortable lead and unfortunately getting a tie and possibly losing the match. But hopefully that's not the case here today. We'll be back here in just a bit, about 15 minutes for halftime. We'll be back in just a bit, folks. And we're back here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, coming to you live from the U.S. Cellular Center in downtown Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The score is 7-1. Rampage up by 6 with about 2 minutes left to go here in halftime. A couple of the players warming up here, trying to stay loose for the Rampage. A few of them also for the Ambush. So what's next for the Ambush? Well, the Ambush are going to be taking a trip over to Harrisburg at the PA Farm Show Arena on December 1st. Kickoff for the Ambush would be at 6:35. I believe you can catch that match on the ASL.TV, I believe. If not, you can search it on YouTube. And for the Rampage, the Rampage will be taking a road trip over on December 3rd against the Kansas City Comets. Kickoff will be at 5:05. Last month, a couple of the Rampage players headed over to Tunisia for the World Cup, representing the US of A in the Arena Soccer Tournament for the World Cup, I believe. It's actually the first time I'm actually hearing of it. I'm fairly new to it. But from my understanding, I got to catch a couple of the matches on YouTube. And they were very exciting, actually. Very exciting. But a couple of the Rampage players, such as Taylor Bond, Gordy Gerson, and Yoshio Sandoval, represented the US of A in the World Mini Football Federation World Cup that actually started on October 6th through the 15th. Also, one of the goalkeepers for the Rampage, I believe Heiner, was representing Brazil at that tournament as well. Unfortunately, they got knocked out, I believe, in group stage, or I believe in the first round of knockouts. Had a chance to talk to him earlier today, and, well, he said he had a great time, great experience representing their countries for the US of A and for the Brazil. I believe also Negro Sandoval was representing Mexico as well. I could be wrong on that one, but I did have a chance to meet Negro Sandoval a couple months ago here at the Cell, and definitely a great experience in that one. He had a couple chats with a few fans, a couple of the players from the Rampage and what have you, representing the USA, and it was a good time here in the Cell. Kickoff goes on here for the third period. 14:44 remaining in the period. 7-1 is the score. From my understanding, this is the only match tonight for Major Arena Soccer. Action resumes next weekend. So stay tuned for some great action. Swing and a miss there by the ambush player. Looks like we have a player down for the Rampage. It looks like it's going to be number 3. Gordy Gerson. Looks like we have injury on the field once again for Gordy Gerson. Looks like he's going to be okay. A little bit touched up there on the back. As I mentioned, the Rampage are on the road at Kansas City on December 3rd. Then they're back home here on December 9th against Kansas City, as well as the 16th. And once again, the ambush would meet up the Rampage at St. Louis on December 17th. Official signal, looks like we got a foul on the play. Looks like Febo got a foul. It's going to be an ambush ball. Victor France on the shot. Swing and a miss once again by the ambush player. Vadim Kozakov, number 8. Got to keep his eye on the ball, sir. Kozakov on the ball. Off the wall. Bradley on the ball. Back to Walls. Lost it. Alameda. The through ball. Kozakov. Once again, it is very early in the campaign for these two teams. Anything can happen as the season continues. The Rampage can continue being with one victory here at home. Fortunately, they're winning here today, which is great. But anything can happen. There's a lot of time here left. Anything can happen in the beautiful game of soccer. Rojas back to the keeper. Back to Febo. Febo lost it. Gibson under pressure. Back to Rojas. Rojas on the low shot. Hurwitz gets dropped. No call, no foul. Beautifully done there by the official. Gordy Gerson on the shot. It's going to be all the way to the back. Miscommunicated there. Beautifully done there by the keeper. Great game that he is having today here at home. The home crowd are loving it. I will agree with this. There are a lot of flops here. I will say this. Reminds me of the last World Cup against the Netherlands and Mexico when Arjen Robben dove. I will say that. I will defend it. He did dive after analysis. After a lot of analysis on the videos, he did dive. I will say this. He did dive. We got another foul here on the play. Looks like it's going to be Stefan San Louis who gets the call. 1-2s with Kennedy. Sandoval. Nice job there by the ambush. The official says, goal. goal for the Ambush, making it 2-7. Da Silva. As I mentioned earlier, anything can happen in a match. It can turn around very quickly. Official signal, foul on the play. Number 23 for the Rampage gets dropped. Mohamed Kenaway gets dropped. Blue card issued on the field. Blue card issued for the Ambush. When talking about flops, there are many flops that happens in the MLS and happens in Europe. One of the players that I think flops the most has got to be Neymar. Is he a great player? Yes, he's a great player. But in my opinion, I think he just flops a little too much. Tries to sell it, but I think he just overdoes it sometimes just a little bit much. We got another foul on the play. Official says we have a blue card issued on the field. Blue card for the Ambush. That's the second one for the Ambush. Bring you who got the card in just a bit. Looks like it's going to be number 4 for the Ambush, Corey Adamson.
We're on a 2-man advantage, Cedar Rampage.
Power play for the Rampage.
Let's make some noise and get this goal.
Da Silva. Rojas da Silva. Rojas on the shot. Official? No goal. Official says now we have a handball on the play, and it's going to be an ambush ball. No, excuse me, correction. Correction. It is going to be an ambush ball. Yes, sir. The Rampage have got to take advantage of these power plays. They're up 7-2. Yes, I understand that, but they have to take advantage of these power plays. Rojas da Silva. Rojas once again up high. Not quite sure what these gentlemen are doing, but they have to keep it on target. Rojas da Silva. Da Silva looking for the options. He's dancing with the ball here, and what happens? That's exactly what happens. The ball gets taken away, but foul? Yes, sir. Another foul on the play.
Let's go Rampage. Let's go Rampage. Let's go Rampage. We're not going to get this goal unless we get loud.
Keeper pops it up. Slight touch in the back. Official says no foul. Da Silva, Rojas, Da Silva. Nicely done there by the keeper. Da Silva, Rojas. Majestic save by the keeper of the Ambush. Beautifully done there.
Let's give him a hand, Cedar Rapids.
Da Silva on the ball. Onto the wing. Through ball. Inside. Da Silva. Up top. And it's going to be an official signal. It's going to be a Rampage ball.
We want this goal! Pablo was on the ball in the corner.
Nicely done there by the Rampage on the attempt. Looks like it's going to be a 50-50 ball, but the official says there's an elbow on the play, and it's going to be an ambush ball inside Rampage territory. Rampage looking to defend. Ambush looking to counter. Rojas on the ball. Ambush on the defense. Nicely done there. Everton. Goal! That's 3-7. What did I say, folks? Anything can happen. The Rampage cannot get overconfident in their job. The job is not done here in Cedar Rapids. Looks like it was number 4 for the ambush, Corey Adamson, on the goal.
Can they do that in our house?
Looks like we have a timeout here for both teams.
Do that in our house. Let them know, Rampage fans. Whose house is this?
Mamita querida, the night is coming to an almost end here for the Rampage. 7-3 is the score here. The Rampage have got to be more careful when distributing the ball. A little bit sloppy work here by the Rampage. The ambush are gaining momentum. Da Silva gets pressured back to the keeper.
Let's get back to the
Bales. Official says. Looks like it's going to be a Rampage ball. Yes, sir. Looks like it's going to be a Rampage ball.
We got it at the top. Let's go. Cedar Rapids, make it loud.
Bales on the attempt. Off the wall. Official says, yes, sir. Looks like we get a foul on the play. It's going to be an ambush ball with about 7:46 left in the third period of play. Keeper on the ball. He's got short for support. He decides to go long up to Gibson, but Gibson couldn't quite see it. Nice dribbling there by the ambush, but who's there to deny? Da Silva. Rojas checks into play. Bales on the ball. Gibson there for some disturbance. Hernandez checking in for the ambush. Looks like Everton looking for the shot. Gibson up to Everton. Everton looking for the options. Off the chest of a Rampage player. Looks like it's going to be number 16 who gets a big boot to the chest. Number 16, Sam Gerstein. Ambush pressuring. Rampage player gets fouled. Official says no foul, no call. Play on, my friend. St. Louis on the ball. Couldn't quite get there. Denied there by the Rampage. Walls on the 1-2s. To who? Bobby Hurts. Back to Rojas. Gersi couldn't get it.
Cedar Rapids, get about your season, jump around.
Gersi. Goal! That's not a goal. Golazo! Majestic goal. Beautiful goal there by number 3, Gordy Gerson. Making it 8-3 with 6 minutes left in the third period.
The goal, of course, was by number 3 himself, Gordy Gerson. Give it up for Gordy Gerson! All right, Cedar Rapids, keep it going. Let's get it even louder.
6 minutes left in the third period. 8-3 is the score. Ball's up. Almost hits me in the face here. I kind of got scared for my life for just a second. Da Silva plays it back to the keeper. Keeper looking for the options. Popped up. Walls looking for the options. No one there for support. He's going to have to get forced back. Yes, sir. Forced back all the way to Da Silva. If you missed the goal, I'll try to replay it for you. Gordy Gerson hits it off the wall, off of a rebound. Bicycle kicks it sideways. Puts it behind the net, in the back of the net, that is. Making it 8-3. Final play, ambush ball. Keeper calling for the long ball. Yes, sir, he is. Bradley, Walls, Da Silva. Popped up, a little bit sloppy there. Hurts, France, heel kick. Looks like we have a foul on the play. Yes, sir. Looks like it's going to be a blue card. Blue card issued on the field. And it looks like it's going to be an ambush ball. We'll see who got the blue card here in just a bit. Can't tell from my angle, unfortunately. And it's a goal. Goal for the ambush. Number 15, Victor France. The man from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Been to a couple Rough Rider matches myself. It's pretty fun, actually. Pretty fun. The Rampage, once again on the counterattack. Ambush now on the ball. On the wall. Ambush player gets dropped. Official says no foul, no call. Play resumes. Gordy Gerson gets dropped, but The official says it's going to be an ambush ball. Not quite sure what happened there. I got distracted here for just a second. Bells. Official. It looks like it's going to be a restart of the shot. Looks like the official did not like something. Looks like, yes, that is correct. The players have stepped up just a little bit above the step count. Played short. Bales. Don't forget, if you are drinking, please drink responsibly. Rampage to the back line. Bales. Back to the keeper. Don't forget, drink responsibly, my friends. Looks like we do have another foul on the play, and it's a Rampage ball. Official counts his steps. Big man in the wall, Gibson. Very close there. Off the heel kick. The shot. Once again. Nicely done there by the ambush. Ambush couldn't quite get it. Who's going to be? Gibson on the ball. Gibson inside. Gibson on the shot. Uy, mamita querida. That was going to be a mag. But the keeper, once again, is in great form. Eight to 4 is the score here. 3 minutes left in the third period. One, twos in the back line for the ambush. Guernsey playing out of the back. Bobby Hurts. Febo off a header. Comfortably caught there. A little bit of a pressure there by San Luis. Bobby Hurts. The Rampage are looking a little bit pressured here by the ambush. One, twos in the back line. They have got to be careful. They're being a little bit overconfident in the back line, and this is exactly what's going to happen. You get a little bit too overconfident in the back line, and you're going to make a mistake that could definitely cost you a goal. This keeper has got to be more vocal. I think I've only heard him a couple times here in the match, and I'm being louder than the keeper. Let's just say that. He has got to be more vocal with his players. France played short. Everton. Not quite sure what's going on with Everton. He did not start this quarter. Hopefully he's okay. He is into action. Looks like he might be coming off the pitch right now. Yes, sir. We got 2 substitutions coming in for the ambush. Everton is one of them. He is being substituted. Hopefully he's okay. Ambush on the counter. Looks like there was a foul. Could have been played back. Official says no, sir. Let's play. Rojas. Double teamed. Rampage on the clearance. Back to Rojas. Sandoval. Sandoval on the ball. All the way to the keeper. Touching a little bit on the Rough Riders, as I mentioned earlier, I did have the chance to see a couple of their games. The crowd is amazing. I will say that it is an amazing crowd at the Rough Rider matches. The atmosphere, the environment, it's just world class. That's all I'm gonna say. World class. Played short to Guernsey. Guernsey made a big mistake there. 3v3. Gibson, double teamed. Rojas on the recovery. Keeper on the ball looking for the options. Play short to who? Everton back into the action. Back to Gibson. Official says it's going to be a Rampage ball. If there's anything you can change here to get more people to the stadium, what would it be? That's my question for you, folks. What would be the one thing that you could either add to this atmosphere, or what would you change? Because I like to hear different opinions. I have my opinions, but let's see what you guys say. What would be something you would like to see here for the Rampage to get more audience and such? And with that, we retire the side. Third period ends. 8-4 is the score here in Cedar Rapids. As we retire the side once again, 8-4 is the score here with about a 2-minute intermission, give or take on that. As a fanatic of the beautiful game, as an assistant coach, as a former player, as an official myself in Illinois, I have seen many places, I have been to many matches, I have seen much talent. There is talent here on this team. There is no denying about that. But of course, things could change in any league, things could be added in any league, whether if it's the people upstairs, you know, in administration, whether if it's management or whatever the case may be. We need to get fans more involved. We need to get more people here to Cedar Rapids. I mean, yes, I understand soccer may not be the most popular sport, but it is the beautiful game. It is a game that anybody can participate in, whether you're 3, whether you're 40, whether you're 50. I know players back in Chicago that I used to play with that are a little bit older than I am and are still loving the game no matter what. Unfortunately, I had to retire due to a knee injury, ACL and patella, but that's still not keeping me away from the beautiful game. I'm still trying to keep part of it in some way, adding my flavor, adding my passion to it. But I would like to see that here in Iowa. That is one of my goals here as a spectator, is to hopefully see the Cedar Rapids Rampage thrive a little bit more than they have. With about 25 seconds left for the beginning of the fourth and final period here in Cedar Rapids. 8-4 is the score. Ambush trail by 4. I did have the opportunity to working actually in Tama for Radio Set. I believe it's 95.5. I believe it reaches Tama, Montezuma, and I believe Grinnell, around that area. Had the opportunity of working with them, and if we could, I actually would try to get in touch with a few of the people from the radio station, and maybe even broadcasting some of their matches here for Cedar Rapids. Back to the action here, though. We're going to get back here. Da Silva on the ball. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Rampage on the counter now. Bradley on the ball. Places it back to Gerson. Gerson looking for the options. Going to be playing it back to the keeper. Back to Bradley. Plus there was a push behind the back. Official says no foul, no call. Hernandez. Hernandez drops Da Silva. No foul, no call. Couple changes coming up for both teams. Paulo on the ball. I will agree with one of our viewers here and talking a little bit about high school sports and college sports getting a little bit more coverage. Yes, I definitely agree with you. I actually experienced that at the institution where I reside, and we're trying to change that slowly but surely. We're changing that, but definitely it's always nice to get the support of a city and support fans wherever they may be, whether if they have the ability to go to the games or if they just want to follow online. Ambush on the shot. Very close call there by the ambush. It's going to be a Rampage ball. Changes coming into the line for the Rampage. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. Thank you for joining us live here on Major Arena Soccer League on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Looks like the fans wanted a foul. Official says no call, no foul. I think it could have been a foul there, but of course, I'm not in the position to make the final call. Rampage on the 1-2s. Excuse me, my apologies. Ambush on the 1-2s. Everton checks back in. Everton looking for the shot. Going to play short. Nicely done there by the keeper. Don't forget, follow these teams wherever they go on the social medias as well. Keeper on the ball. Keeper pops it all the way up to who? Everton. Everton on the ball now. Everton on the ball, looking for the opportunities, gets double teamed. It's going to be a no-goal for Everton. Ambush recovered nicely. Back to Almeida. Almeida on the ball. Up top. Headed out by number 88, Febo. Ball gets popped up. Bradley with the nice heel kick, but to who? Nobody. Gordy Gerson on his attempt. Back to Da Silva. .11:36 remaining in the fourth period. Bradley. Kenaway. Kenaway on the ball. Plays it to Da Silva. Da Silva swings it to Sandoval. Bradley to Sandoval. Sandoval on the left-hand side, off the wall. Bradley. Kenaway. Kenaway on the 1-2s with Da Silva. Da Silva on the ball. Bradley forces it all the way back.
That's the way Cedar Rapids fans. Let's go Rampage. Let's go Rampage.
Home announcer trying to get the crowd riled up here for the Rampage. Kenaway, nice move. Beautiful shot. World-class play by the Rampage. Number 23, Mohamed Kenaway. Beautiful sombrerito. A little bit of an umbrella play there. Making it 9-4 with 10:33 left in the fourth period. Gibson pops it up off the header, off the keeper. Everton goes up. Foul on the play. Looks like Everton gets the call, and it's going to be a Rampage ball.
Give a big hand to Osvaldo Rojas. He's been working hard for us tonight.
Rojas one-on-one with Gibson. Gibson on the cheeky touch. Bales lost it to who? Everton. Popped up. Gibson. Gibson headers back to the keeper. Pablo. Official signal, we got a foul on the play. It will be an ambush ball inside Rampage territory.
Let's get some defense going, Titan fans.
Open net.
Nice defense, repetition.
Official signal. Waiting for confirmation. Yes, sir, that is a goal. That is a goal for the ambush. Making it 9-5. And it's going to be number 9 for the ambush. Stefan San Luis on the goal. 1-2, Acosta. Header. Ball goes all the way up top. Up on the balcony. Correction. 9-5 with 9 minutes left. Can they make a comeback? Yes, they can. I definitely believe they can. 9-5, anything can happen.
Let them know about it, Cedar Rapids.
Player pops up.
Let's get them back in it, guys.
Gerson. Once again, the Rampage have got to be careful. Looks like Walls wanted to get a call. He says, "Sir, he dropped me." Bobby Hurts on the ball now, nicely recovered. Gibson under pressure. And we do have a card, yellow card issued on the field. Yellow card issued for the ambush. Looks like it's going to be number 33, Joao Pepe. Looks like that was a little bit of aggressiveness there. The official did not like that. Decent calls by the officials. Da Silva up to Gerson inside. Walls on the recover. Yes, sir, on the recovery. Back to Fibo. Back to the keeper. Back to Gordy. Off the wall. Looks like there was a pass back there from the keeper. Definitely should have been a call there. I'm not quite sure what these officials are doing, and I was giving them lots of nice credit here for the great work that they've been doing. Definitely disappointed me, sir. I disrespectfully agree with you. Walls off to Bobby Hurts. I'm going to have to definitely disagree with the official on that call. It was a definite pass back. Ambush on the ball now. Back to the back line. Keeper on the ball. Nice move there by the keeper. Ambush with the shot. Nicely done there by the keeper on the save. Keeper is out. No one's in the net. Open net, open net, open net. One to net now. Beautifully done there by number 11 for the ambush, Richard Sherman. Once again, the Rampage had got to capitalize on that. It's going to be an ambush ball now.
Let's get it going for our defense. Number 21 in the row on defense.
6:50 remaining in the fourth period. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here on the field. Timeout.
This is a Coors Light timeout.
And it looks like it's going to be a Coors Light timeout here with 9-5 the score. 6:50 remaining in the fourth period. As mentioned before, and as one of the comments mentioned, can the ambush come back with 9-4? Excuse me, with 9-5, excuse me. Yes, definitely. I think they can come back. They have to be disciplined. They have to maintain composure. They have to maintain the mental state. A lot of factors that go into the beautiful game of football, into the game of soccer, as many like to call it, is the composure, the discipline, and the mental focus. And of course the conditioning, the stamina. but definitely keeping the composure in crucial moments of the game. The shot and the goal! Beautiful goal. A big ripper there from the keeper of the ambush. Looks like it's going to be number 17. Pablo Nascimento from Natal, Brazil, with the beautiful goal there from the keeper, making it 9-6. This is one of the moments that I was talking about, folks. Crucial moments. They have to keep composure and they have to keep the momentum up. Keeper pops it up all the way to Walls. Walls inside. Couldn't quite get it. Gerson there for trouble. Looks like Da Silva dropped number 15, France, from the ambush. Bad touch there by Da Silva. Looks like the ambush are looking for the options. Hernandez, 1-2s with Everton. Back to the keeper, looking for the goal. Deflected there by a Rampage player, but the keeper was in great position. Looks like the ball might have been out of the area. Official says play on Rojas. Foul on the play. Everton gets the call. And it's going to be a Rampage ball. Rojas there for short. Also, San Luis. Da Silva played short. Hernandez, Everton. Looks like there was a handball by France. The official says, no, sir, I did not see it. Not gonna lie. Yellow card, first of all. Yellow card issued on the field. Yellow card issued for the Rampage. It looks like it's gonna be number 16, Sam Guernsey. And it looks like we might have another call inside ambush territory. Looks like it's going to be number 3, Gordy Gerson, who does get dropped. No foul. Official gives it for the ambush. Everton on the ball now. Ambush, foul on the play, and it's going to be an ambush ball. Looks like it's going to be number 9 who gets dropped for the ambush. Quickly played there. Rampage on the counter now. Keeper goes up. Bobby Hurwitz on the clearance. It's going to be deflected off number 79, Everton, and it's going to be a Rampage ball. A quick shout out here. Got a message here on Facebook. A quick shout out to former keeper of the Rampage, Alexis Apodaca. Saludos, amigo. And his team over, I believe, in Texas, the Barracudas. I believe they just signed Matias Buoso, former player of Club America in Mexico. It's got a foul on the play, and it's going to be a Rampage ball. Looks like we have a Indirect. Yes, sir. Off the header. Yes, sir. Off the head of number 88, Hernandez. Da Silva on the ball. Bales. Bailey. Off the wall. Da Silva. Rojas. Ambush on the counter. Beautifully done there. Nice. Nicely done there by the ambush. Acosta couldn't quite connect. Couldn't quite control the ball. And he's going to get the foul. No, sir. No foul. Play on. Ambush on the ball now. Ambush on the counter. 9-6 is the score. 4 minutes left here in the matchup. Nice through ball there by France. Shot. Another save there by the keeper. France on the ball. France on the shot. Deflected off a Rampage player. Keeper did not get the save. Everton. Everton. Nicely done there. France on the ball. France on the shot. Mamita querida, what a shot. Gordy Gerson, Gordy Gerson, Gerson. No, 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 that's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to put it in the back of the net, sir. Oh, man, he missed that one. Wide open. Keeper on the 1-2s with Everton. And we're going to have another timeout here with 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth period. I just realized I sounded like a law firm there. Gerson, and Gerson. That would make a great name for it. Don't forget, the next time these two teams will meet will be in St. Louis on December 17th at 3 p.m. The Rampage have got to keep the composure. They have to keep the momentum up, of course, but they cannot get overconfident in the back line. 3 minutes left to go. Anything can happen. 9-6 is the score here in Cedar Rapids. I will say this, I will like to have a little bit better of a picture on my monitor. It does look a little fuzzy, so I do apologize if I do miss something. So I do apologize in advance to all of our viewers. Once again, a big shout out to all of our viewers all over the country. All of our viewers in San Diego, Tacoma, Ontario, Monterrey, El Paso, Sonora, over in Florida, Baltimore, Kansas City, and of course here in Cedar Rapids. Sandoval leaves it for Bales. Keeper gets pressured. Da Silva. Rojas. Sandoval. Sandoval gets triple teamed. Close call there by the ambush. Almeida. Looks like they pulled the keeper, and looks like it's going to be Everton in the net to have that extra player on the pitch. It's been a pleasure being here with everybody here, coming to you live once again from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, here at the U.S. Cellular Center on Major Arena Soccer League on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. Gibson played short to Everton. Everton looking for the options. Almeida inside. Sloppy work there. By who? Number 9, San Luis. Nice defending there by Bales. Almeida plays short to Everton. Friends. Everton.
All right, Rampage fans, everybody on your feet.
1 minute, 20 seconds remaining.
Everybody on your feet.
And we got a foul on the play. Foul on the play. We got a blue card, I believe. Looks like it's going to be a blue card issued for the Rampage.
This means you. We gotta bring this home, Cedar Rampage style. Get up and let's bring it home.
Looks like it's going to be Everton on the ball. He's got French short on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ambush players. Everton. Ambush. France. Block shot. 1:10 remaining. Everton. Everton is looking for that power shot. He's looking for that money shot that he loves. Final minute here in the period. Friends on the ball. He's got Everton for support. If one of the things, if this was football, and I do mean American football, France and Everton would be a shoo-in for kickers. All I see is the ball going up and good.
Let's go, Rampage. Come on, Cedar Rapids fans.
Almeida.
I see a lot of people in
Everton.
Let's get on our feet. 40 seconds remaining.
Ambush. Inside. Nicely done there by number 21 for the Rampage, Rojas. Final 20 seconds left on the clock. And the goal! Ambush. And it looks like it's going to be another goal for the Ambush with 20 seconds left. 9-7 is the score. It looks like it's going to be number 4, Corey Adamson.
Autograph section on the field after tonight's victory. Don't make a liar out of us, Cedar Rapids. We have to make sure this is a victory. Everybody get up! Let's hear it!
The crowd is on their feet here at the Sal. Final seconds here of the match. Rojas, double team taken away. Ambush on the counter now. Rojas. Rojas on the clearance, blasted it off all the way to a fan. Hopefully she's okay.
5 seconds. They're going to have it at the top of the court. Let's get some defense.
As we look into the final seconds of the match, what has been done different here for the Ambush? The Ambush have gotten more momentum than the first half. They've connected a little bit more passes, a bit more shots than the first half. We saw a lot of 1-2s, on both sides, but more shots were given into the second half of the match. And that's the horn. That's the game. Final score here, Cedar Rapids, Rampage 9. The St. Louis Ambush 7. A big round of applause to these two teams. A great matchup here today. Great matchup by the Rampage, excuse me. Great matchup here by the Rampage, and great matchup here by the Ambush on a possible comeback here. We could have tied the match, could have equalized it, but unfortunately, time expires. A nice homecoming back to Coach Everton here to the Rampage. I think, in my opinion, if we were to call player of the match, who would it be? I'm going to have to give it to the keeper. Keeper for the Rampage, simply because, and please, don't chew me out for this, he had great saves today. He had phenomenal saves. Yes, they scored 7 on him. Yes, they did. I'm not going to argue that whatsoever. But he had a great show today. All the other players played great today. Not going to argue about that either. Not going to discredit them whatsoever. But I think the keeper was a little bit more key today. Could have been worse. It could have been worse today. But a great contribution from everybody here today on both sides. But I'm going to have to give it to the keeper on this one. That puts the Rampage 2-3. Once again, folks, it's been a privilege of being with you here today. It's been a privilege to work alongside with the Rampage today. Once again, I am Baltasar Mosqueda, coming to you live here from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, from the U.S. Cellular Center. Final score here, 9-7. The Rampage are on the road at Kansas City. We wish them the best of luck. Hope to see you soon here once again on Major Arena Soccer League. Once again, final score, 9-7. Also, a big good luck to the Barracudas of former player Alexis Apodaca. I'll wish him the best of luck. Bye-bye.